Hello everyone and welcome to Henrik Shows the Heat Map, where all the position updates were for Mortal Online 1, and they also have this technique, or this map in Mortal Online 2. Because people said no, they don't track stuff like that. Yes, they do. They also track how many weapons are crafted, which type of weapons are crafted, which type of armor are crafted, which type of weapon is used to hit another player and stuff like that. And based on that stats, they decide to balance things, not based on what the majority of people just spit out and throw at Starbolt, but they consider the real facts and the real stats of people using that or not. And Henrik will now show a heat map where all the player position updates were taking place in Mortal Online 1. And yeah, the locations are still the same in Mortal Online 2. And still the most positions of all the architecture and the cities are the same. And it's pretty interesting how that looked. And yes, they already have that for Mortal Online 2. Maybe Henrik will show this someday. But here's what Henrik showed us with his comments on that video.
So this is some of the data we stored from when we launched the first game. So you see, this is position updates from a player, real positions that we took from the game when it was live. And obviously you see this heat map. That means a lot of people there, you can even recognize where it is and what city it is if you know the game. And then you see another player chasing another one, as you can see here, and then bam, one of them died. So this guy killed that guy. So this was generated just from the last few days, which is pretty impressive. So Galkor, the evil city. Look at this. This is insane. So the red dots are death, and the white dots are player positions. So this is all only stored player positions. And look how it creates a 3D landscape. You can even recognize that this is Galkor. This is how detailed it is. Pretty impressive, right? So this is from the first game offline, Galkor, and everyone instantly noticed that shit. That's Galkor. Meduli, the fountain in the middle. So yeah, really cool. And we see all those red dots down in the water, up in the roof. That's death location. And look, the whole it looks like a train, right? But it's only position updates, dots. And all those put together creates this freaking detailed map. And we didn't want to reveal too much, but this was just a few days after release. That's why we just cut it before we show too much, because people could get the map if we showed all this in a great scale. And now I will, wanted to pull out all the data to see how detailed the entire content is based on these positions. So yeah, pretty cool. Monker, right? You recognize the location. Quite similar to the second game city layout as well. But yeah, how cool is that it shows the lakes, the mountains, just based on position dots updates. You see what city this was? Look at the deaths. Pretty impressive. Right? So yeah, 16,000 deaths. This is how that looks like in heat maps. So even the death rates almost created a very detailed landscape. You see the hubs, right, where most players are being killed. So very interesting data for sure. And this is the whole continent. So you see all the heat maps close to the cities, right? Pretty cool, right?
Oh boy, that was a lot of dots, a lot of red dots. So now pretty interesting. How do you like the thing that Star World balances stuff based on the actual in-game stats and in-game facts, instead of hearing a lot on what the majority of people say in the forums, or what the majority of people throw at Star Wars? And we don't know what else they track exactly. He just said the weapons, the armors, and a little bit more of PvP balance and stuff like that. I don't know if they even track what kind of horses are tamed, and the amount of horses are tamed and stuff like that. I don't know if they really count that stats as well. But that would be really interesting if they make a public website or something like that, where you can see all the stats, like totally tamed horses, and amount of desert horses are that, and amount of mongrel horses are that. And if they would make global statistics like they were in, I guess it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or something like that, where it said 3 million grenades are thrown or stuff like that. So this would be really interesting, like total collected wood types. What wood type is collected the most? Which stone type is collected the most, and stuff like that. That would be really interesting if they make this stuff public, and if they track this stuff, because I don't know if they track this stuff exactly. But it would be awesome if we have this public data to rely on, and to see what people actually use and why, and why is that like that. And I mean, based on these statistics, then like most gathered wood and stuff like that, you can maybe consider even balancing some other wood types for other purposes and stuff like that, which was just an example. But in general, if you track everything, really every little small detail a player can make, a decision and stuff like that, then you can easily see, oh yeah, 95% of people using A, but only 5% are using B. Okay, maybe we need to adjust B a little bit, that it goes up to the 30% or to the 50% and stuff like that. But then you must be careful that you don't make it too mainstream and too balanced, for example, for two ways, so that they are too hardcore balanced to each other. I don't know if that is even possible, but you know what I mean. If they overdo it, then it's shit again. So they really need to be careful with that stuff. But I just think a public official stats page would be awesome. So please leave your opinion in the comments about that thing, and please also your opinion about the heat map and stuff like that, and if Henrik should show a heat map of Mortal Online 2. And of course, special thanks to all the supporters: Carmel, Professor O's, Love of Gaming, Thibni, Lordless, Guild, Frederick, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Vinya, Cologne, Bulldog, you, and all the others, of course. And always remember to stats hard, party hard. And see you all next time. Goodbye.